Hi there, I am Norma Pereyras, an NGO volunteer for 32 years, served Tagum Coop as an officer for 35 years, and a gender advocate for 21 years. My commitment in promoting gender equality, or GE, started in 1990 after taking part in an enhancement of women's involvement in cooperative seminar or EWIC, a project of the National Confederation of Cooperatives or NACO. Though the orientation center ignited in me the desire to help women, it was the AWCS WIT or Women in Development Training that deepened my understanding of the gender concepts, gender issues, and manifestations. I was attracted to the seminar as the training sessions focused on activities that intend to increase women's participation in cooperatives as members, leaders, and staff. This convinced me that I had a mission to fulfill, to be a gender advocate, to empower women. It was in this training that I first saw the film Impossible Dream, and seeing the similarity between the film and what is happening at home, especially in the rural setting, I was convinced that I need to empower women through training and role modeling. I immediately bought a Betamax tape and shared it with the women and men at our own Tagum cooperative. As a result, I was steered to address the specific problems and concerns besetting the women members of Tagum cooperative, introducing the concept of gender to enable cooperators to maximize their involvement in the cooperative. Something in me ignited the desire to help women, and it became my mission to empower women. I spearheaded the creation of the Women's Program in Tagum Cooperative and integration of gender concerns, gender and development and family enrichment program in the Free Membership Education Seminar, or PMES, and Savings and Loan Seminar, or SLS. It is my ultimate happiness to serve God, my family, and make a difference in the lives of other people, leaving a beautiful and valuable legacy for the next generation. It is my mission to teach and to increase awareness on women's issues, especially on violence against women. Allow me to tell you a story of a woman who survived physical, psychological, and social violence with her husband, denied of her right to give her views on issues that pertains about life. Metring. Let us call her with the mythical name of Metring. Metring was born on April 9, 1951 at Tigaque, Surigao del Norte. She is the second child of Godofredo and Magdalena. Poverty is not a hindrance to Metring to go to school every day. One summer, after her third year in college, Violo courted her. He was a local boy of the barangay. Then, like a dream come true, Violo and Metring got married at the age of 18. During her pregnancy, her husband displayed irresponsibility as he always got drunk and come home late. During harvest, she consulted her husband on the yield of their farm, and instead of handing her the money, what she got was a slap on her face. After giving birth to their first child, she hoped that her husband would change, but to no avail. Soon it became worse. Her husband would punch her and kick her every time he got home without food on their table. So Metring migrated to Tagum, Davao del Norte, not knowing that she was pregnant with her fifth child. She rented a small house near the barracks compound. In order to raise her children, she sold cigarettes in bus terminals and accepted laundry from the police officers at the Davao del Norte Police Headquarters. In spite and despite of their poverty, she was able to send her children to school. But every time she did laundering tasks, one of her children would be absent from classes to assist her because the water source was a water pump and she needed somebody to pump the water. At the end of the school year, she managed to get back her fourth child because that particular child does not want to leave her father anymore. To her dismay, her husband followed her in Tagum. They lived together with their children again. And again, she was physically and sexually abused by her husband. Every time he asked for some money for his drinking spree and got nothing from her, he would punch her on the face, kick her, and bang her head on the wall. And the children would run out and rush to the door of their neighbor asking for help. Then one day, their neighbor, Mr. Virgilio del Rosario, approached her, telling her that her sister is looking for a helper who would do the laundry. Because of constraint in her budget and with many mouths to feed, Metring grabbed the opportunity and visited our house. She worked on the laundry at first and would sometimes help in the kitchen if she has finished her laundry. Since we owned a restaurant and we found confidence in Metring and trusted her to do the marketing in our restaurant, on the 8th month of her pregnancy, I was so concerned on her situation, I instructed Metring to take a rest and be back after giving birth. After giving birth, she left her child in her mother's custody in order to get back to work. She missed her baby, but she can do anything if the baby is with her, so she went back to work with us. Metring opened up her problems to us. We pitied her and helped her in any way we can. And because of her honesty and hard work, we offered her a shelter wherein she can bring her children with her. We sent the children to school and gave them shelter and protection. One day, her husband went to our house, and Metring was shivering with fear because her husband made some scandalous acts, shouting and scaring her. My husband gave Metring assurance that her husband cannot harm them while they are in our premises. After all those sad experiences of Metring, the eldest son went to Manila for a job, got married, and settled down there. All the other children became professionals. They are now employed. 2 are already in Abu Dhabi and others here in Tagum at LGU and some other offices. All her children are also active members of Tagum Cooperative. Metring became also the president of the Tagum Coop Women Livelihood Group, and she's now in charge of the catering services of in-house of Tagum Cooperative. Because of hard work and perseverance, Metring bought a land in Barangay Bisayan Village and put up a house single-handedly. Her daughters got married and lived near the mother's house. She is a strong woman who is able and will be able to surpass the challenges in her life. Last April 9, Metring celebrated her 60th birthday. At Thanksgiving celebration, her children gave her a grandiose one for all the sacrifices that she has done, that their children now are having a good life, and she did it all by herself. Being a battered woman doesn't mean your life ends there, but life has got to move on. With this scenario, we're given a challenge how we, the women of today, will act so that our voices will be heard, our pitiful plight be seen by those people who have the heart and the power to help us women of today. Let our voices be heard and our cause be known to everyone. Let us stand proud of who we are. Let us empower ourselves like Metring.